Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam with the Humble Outliers. Hope you're all doing awesome out there, staying safe. Today's video, we're going to be covering on an investor from the Reddit forums that turned $100,000 into $2.2 million. He's now banking on this next cruise line stock to reach his retirement goals. Let's dive into what this stock is, seeing if it's a good opportunity for you, and checking in to see if this is the right way to go. But before we start, go ahead and please smash the like button. I greatly appreciate your support, guys. Also, please remember to do your own research when investing. I am not a financial advisor, and this is meant to be for entertainment purposes only. Alright, guys, so a little bit of backstory on this situation here. An anonymous investor on the Reddit forums, some of you may have heard of it, comes from the popular WallStreetBets subreddit. This group is known for taking some crazy risk. They've claimed that, instead of getting rich slow, they want to get rich as quick as possible or go broke trying. So the user's name is known as I Know the Codings. His portfolio says that he plays occasional options and has multiplied his portfolio 20 times since he started about 4 years ago. So you can see here in the image, this is a screenshot of his account showing the all-time history. So he's been trading between 2017 to 2020. Along the way, he's been sharing his tale of profit on Reddit. He posted a screenshot showing what he said are his sizable gains over the past 4 years. His post in the WallStreetBets subreddit, which has 1.2 million users, gained 775 comments and more than 2,600 reactions, many from investors who want to know his secret. The user, I Know the Codings, says that he's very happy to share his insights on his big market wins, including channeling his strategy used by investing legend Warren Buffett, including the buy and hold. While we can't verify these claims, this is what we're seeing on the Reddit forum and it's getting a lot of traction. So a little bit of backstory on this investor. He's someone who works in web development and encouraged Redditors on his post to hold on to their winning stocks for easy retirement money. At first, he got wiped out after starting with $6,000 on the markets in 2008, but eventually put in more money and saw steady gains for 11 years. He said, adding that buy and hold is a valid strategy, giving homage to Warren Buffett. He says that in words of wisdom he can give you is that nearly every lesson you think you've learned will be the wrong lesson to apply at some point in the future, with this interview from Market Watch. He's also betting on Advanced Micro Devices, AMD. He picked up 50,000 shares at about $11.50 2 years ago. Today he still holds 40,000 AMD shares on his positions. His investment was up by more than $1 million a couple of times, but he dropped at the end of the last year, making him sell some shares to buy a house. His advice is to hold your winners longer. This is harder with options, he told a fellow Redditor. When asked whether he was thinking of cashing out, he said, nah, gonna stick with it. So let's talk about what his next position is and what cruise line stock he's going in on. And let's see where he's gonna be hedging hard. And before we transition to what this cruise line stock is, if you're enjoying this, please consider hitting the subscribe button, giving me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all your support. So the stock he's going to be going all in on is the Norwegian Cruise Line, ticker symbol NCLH. He notes that while other cruise and travel stocks would be good, Norwegian is his favorite pick. His conviction for the picks at the moment are split between mostly AMD and NCLH. He notes that they have 18 months of liquidity. He said of his cruise line stock, if cruises aren't back by then, there are a whole lot of other businesses that will be going under in that meantime. He plans on holding this stock until at least 40, a price target of 40, and thinks it will be about a year or a year and a half to get to that point. You can see from his positioning in there that he's playing with big boy money like Jeremy from Financial Education and Graham Stephan. There's a lot of money in there. He has a lot of options, call options set up, as well as a huge position in NCLH. And if you look at from bar chart, we can see that just from a 3-month window, when it was at its low of $7.03, it's now up already 128%. In the past month, it is up 73.92%. And in the past 5 days, it's up 25%. With it's got a lot of room to go. You can see that from its recent high, it's gone all the way up from the year to date at $59. So there's a great opportunity for investors to get in there for some awesome gains. Just depends of what's going down with how things reopen and when people feel comfortable traveling again. But depending on your horizon of how long you're looking to invest, this could be some great opportunities. And for full transparency, I also own this stock. I bought it a couple weeks ago. So I plan on holding it for quite a while too. I think there's a really good opportunity in there. But let's look at a recent Morningstar report, just kind of some highlights from there, things that you should consider. So the title of it says that Norwegian is positioned with sufficient liquidity to remain afloat through 2021. The shares are cheap. Some of the notes from what the bulls are saying, as Norwegian is relatively smaller than its North American cruise peers, we believe that it has the ability to deploy its assets more quickly once cruising resumes. Rapidly declining fuel prices could help benefit the cost structure to a greater degree than initially expected, thanks to Norwegian's partially floating energy prices. With more than 50% of their fuel costs hedged, Norwegian has capitalized on leisure industry knowledge from its prior sponsors, as well as the addition of their high-end Regent 7 Seas and Oceania brands, gathering best practices and leverage with vendors. Some what the bears' comments are saying is that weakness in consumer spending spurred by an economic downturn could affect discretionary spending, leading pricing to soften and lower onboard spend. Lack of credit availability could prevent inexpensive financing of new ship builds, slowing capacity growth. If export credit facility incentives wane, COVID-19 headwinds could persist longer than expected, and extended no-sale orders could further pressure profits, leading to added liquidity concerns as the secular demand languishes. Also, something to note, we're talking about how the liquidity of Norwegian. We can see that while liquidity issues remain concerning for a sector temporarily out of commission, Norwegian has recently undertaken a $400 million investment from El Cateron and has raised $675 million of senior notes, $862.5 million of exchangeable notes, $460 million liquidity. In these efforts for Norwegian to stay afloat during the storm of the COVID, they've given that the firm indicated that the cash burn was around $150 million per month. This incremental $2.4 billion raise should buy Norwegian more than a year of operating time to facilitate a tactical re-entry to operating. With COVID-19 still spreading and restricted travel abroad policies in place. And another thing to consider is that there is still strong booking demand for both Norwegian Cruise and Carnival. Despite travel restrictions in place, this could be due to deals going on, but people are booking travel going in this year and early 2021. So there's good opportunity that once this thing settles down, whenever this takes, once things resume back to normal, people are going to want to be traveling, resuming back on cruise. So there's a good upside opportunity that these stocks will rebound at some point. So that will wrap up the video, guys. Just wanted to share this really cool investing journey from somebody on Reddit, how he's turned just 100K into 2.2 million in just 4 years. Just incredible returns. Let me know what your thoughts are on the cruise line stocks. Is this something that you're also participating in? Are you going to be buying shares, or have you already? How long is your horizon going to be for holding it? Thanks again for watching. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you all soon. Take care. Peace.